Hello, and welcome back to Fandom Fridays, where we proceed to check out all the fanfics that are not pony related. Why? Because you live to see this poor man suffer some days. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this and we have Legendbringer trapped in a little room. Well, Legendbringer has just recently seen the Teen Titans trailer. It was shit. It was so full of shit that it has driven him to madness. But Twilight here, hello everybody, has decided to do something interesting. Twilight, if you please explain the experiment. Right. Well, we all know how Legendbringer will frequently say something is the worst thing ever, jump to the conclusions, and then find something just as painful later on. Well, today on this show, we're running a little experiment. We're going to have Legendbringer sit through a little bit of a Maiken fanfic. Then, we're going to see if he thinks that is better or worse than the Titans trailer. Let's watch. So, without further ado, here is our favorite host, our most favorite fanfic author to ever grace this show, our usual bane of our existence, the one that we love to make fun of. Here's Maiken, as we present to you Friendship is Failure number 3. Enjoy. Oh, hello, Bill Cipher here. You folks who watch this show are probably wondering, why is the Pony Fic section showing up on Fandom Fridays? Well, for one thing, we're skipping the pony parts to do the rest of this fic until Beast Boy winds up in Equestria. But, as far as we are all concerned, what Maiken does is not pony. Whatever those characters Maiken writes about, they are not the equestrians that we all come to know and love. So thus, we get a loophole. The only 2 loopholes that this is going to extend to will be, of course, when January comes around and Leggy Boy over there has a strange desire to read either one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fics or to read another Starfleet season. We're hoping it's that Yu-Gi-Oh! Fic. So, take it away, Legend! Fencer's Failure number 3. Beast Boy in Equestria. Chapter 1. Disheartened. Well, I said the title. Now I'm gone. Bye. See you. Farewell. Farewell. See ya. Alright, I gotta get going. You just read the titles. Where do you go? Out there, somewhere. Bye. He's running. But he'll be back. They always come back. Okay, you girls think you got me on this? Ha! I'll show you! This is definitely going to be not as bad as that trailer! You'll be sorry! Why do you think they say that? Jump City, California. Such a lonely place. Such a lonely place. You can go in, but you'll never want to leave. In the human world. It was late at night, and the Titans returned to their tower after a long, hard day. But finally, the white sea-shifting monster had been captured and taken into a high-tech security prison. Okay. Yeah, Maiken, I think you abused that comma. Let's help it out here, shall we? Oh, such a cute little comma. The Titans were only able to outwit the creature thanks to Beast Boy. Because, of course they can! Character! Get your character over here! Anybody want a character? Will you stop that shilling? Lending his super sense of smell from being a bloodhound, but he arrived super late due to other circumstances that happened that day, which were still plaguing him. Of course, why not? As the Titans exited the T-car, Starfire was glad that the battle was over. I believe that was one of the most difficult foes we have ever faced since our return. Oh, honey, just wait until you meet with the Titans, for the Death Titans. That was the first and only creature we faced when we got back, Raven pointed out. Do we really need that, Starfire rubbed the back of her head, feeling embarrassed. Thankfully, the whole team was there this time, Robin said, but he was shooting a few hints at Beast Boy. The others all looked down, too. but he didn't turn to face them, even though they knew they were right about his showing up late. Ha! Loser! All the way on the car ride home, he had the same spiritless expression on his face. None of the others had to be psychic like Raven to understand what was bothering him. What was always bothering him? What everything bothers with him! And it's not just Tara! Oh no, of course it's not just Tara. It's... he loses everything he loves. The Titans abandon him. The Titans ignore him. Everybody treats him like a loser. Nobody likes him. Everybody thinks he sucks. Which, I think by now you could probably just watch 5 minutes of the original series to disprove him. Well, I think it's time to go order pizza, Cyborg said.
Oh yes, I would like that.
Press and enter when new speaker happens! Okay. Everybody, time to bring out our old friend drinking game! Every time there is a Lucy's, I'm going to take 1 drink. Every time there is a lack of a good enter button press, I'm going to take 2 drinks. So, that was 3. Normally, Beast Boy was psyched for whenever it was pizza night, but he was hardly moved. Unlike by that mountain. God, that's beautiful.
Beast Boy, are you not excited for the pizza?
Asked Starfire. Beast Boy's lips curled into a forced smile and answered, Yeah, sounds good. The others remained unconvinced of the attitude, and they all headed to the tower from the garage. Beast Boy, hang on a second, Robin said. I want to talk to you. You're fired! Yeah, about what? Beast Boy asked, though he knew what was coming. Beast Boy. By the way, that was 2 ellipses. I'm not pleased with you showing up late to battle. Hey, we won, didn't we? Who's talking? That's not the point. You were needed by the team. We almost didn't make it.
Hello?
Who's talking? Is that you, God?
No, it's not God.
Wait, if that was the God, then who's talking? Me! Oh, shut up, Bill! Look, I'm sorry! Beast Boy said, I went to Terra School and... That's just it! Robin cut it. The living ribbons live his blades if you watch the Titans trailer. I know you think you saw Terra. You really want her back, but you have to put it behind you. And we're not going to do an investigation. We're not going to look into it. Why? Oh, I forgot. We're playing OOC Theater. It's been a while since I hit one of those. Beast Boy clenched his fist as the pain shot through him like a burning spear. Wow, such clever imagery, man. Just beautiful. I didn't think I saw Terra. I did. But it doesn't matter now. He said, walking as nothing more, walked to the door. Beast Boy. Robin called. Look, I'll see you there next time, okay? Said Beast Boy to him, almost yelling. Then he apologized and went off to his room, leaving Robin feeling very concerned and worried. Such angst. Such drama. Well, I guess they don't call them the Teen Titans for nothing. The pizza came, but Beast Boy did not come out of his room. He didn't feel like eating or getting off his bed. How could this... No! Crawl! No! We're not going to use any cliche emo songs. If you're going to use an emo song for this joke, come up with something new. Looking at this photograph, seeing it just makes me laugh. You smarmy son of a... His body was shaking painfully as he tried his hardest not to burst out crying, fearing as if he did so, he would be in more pain, but he would not be able to stop. Things change, Beast Boy. Grow a pair and get used to it. The horrible message. All those images continued to torment him. No matter how hard he tried to forget, it would always come back stronger and more painful than ever. Me, on the other hand, I'm busy crying, laughing my eyes off. Why, Tara? Just tell me why. Because she was horribly traumatized and forced to do things she didn't want to, and probably most likely raped. Just throwing that out there. You know, if you had any emotions toward her. A small knocked him out of his thoughts.
Beast Boy.
It's I.
Starfire. I brought you some pizza. And a hammer. The hammer's for banging your head. It's a vegetarian variety.
Thanks, but I'm not really hungry, he called to her. He was using every bit of strength he could summon to hide the sadness in his voice. Sadness. 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 Outside the door, Starfire felt really bad for Beast Boy.
Beast Boy, I understand this girl who resembles our Tara has hurt you, but it'll be better in time. You see, for the sea is bountiful of many other fish. Look, there's even plenty of fish.com, an adult friend finder, and Passion X, and listen, if you're just going to shill every single dating site that you're a member of,
Trixie is going to look, Trixie, bourbon, bourbon,
oh, bourbon.
Always have a pair in case Trixie starts to annoy you. She hung her head low, and left the plate outside the door, because there was no response! See, that is when you should put a capital remark. Okay, maybe you shouldn't do that in narration. Beast Boy just lay on his bed. His tears were falling, but he couldn't find the courage to break out and sob. The next morning.
Cockle-doodle-doo.
Wait! Rooster! You look different!
Untuck your hand is here now. So, cock-a-doodle-doo.
I got questions. Cyborg came into the lounge for an early breakfast and found Beast Boy was there, having dropped off his pizza dish from the other night, making himself a piece of toast with tofu butter. Anybody who eats tofu regularly, please let me know in the comments below if tofu butter is a thing that exists. Otherwise, I got questions.
You beat.
You up already? He asked. Still awake, actually, he answered, turning his face to him, and Cyborg could see the burning in his eyes. Burning hatred or burning sadness? Because when you say only burning in his eyes, all I'm saying is that his eyes are on fire. My eyes are on fire! My eyes are on fire! I couldn't sleep at all. Cyborg hated seeing his little gal pal this way. Look, I know it hurts. I know I've been dumped a few times in my life too, but I can never let it get me down! You can tell Beast Boy turned away from that, said the right thing, and began to wonder at last. This ain't just about Tara, is it? Yeah, it's about all this other bullcrap that really, in the end, doesn't matter much in the grand scheme of things. But a little wimp like Beast Boy allows it to... My God, what did I drink? I'm starting to feel it. Beast Boy shook his head. Do you want to talk about it? He shook his head again, toasted his plate, and leave his room. I just want to help you get better. Oh my gosh, these guys are so cruel and mean to Beast Boy. I'm starting to see such meaninglessness in all this. I'm so mad. I am so angry at them. Beast Boy stopped to look back and smiled sadly. Thanks, dude. No one can help me, especially not you. Cyborg could only sigh. You know, Mikey, if you really wanted us to go against the Titans, you're kind of sucking at it. But, hey, what do I know? It's not like my stories get recognition. The good kind. Later on, Beast Boy and Tara's occupied on room on her sofa, and next to him, stop abusing that comma! Gods! Was the heart-shaped mirror box he made for her. Suddenly, he could see Raven's faded reflection in the windows of the room. She was staring grimly down at him. Oh, sure. When the comma's not important to you, decide not to put it in, but when it's important, then you decide to use it. Do you have this love-hate relationship with the comma, author? I don't want to talk about this, Raven. Was it going to? She said as she made her way over to the sofa and sat down next to him. He opened the box as miserable reflection in the mirror. Why is this happening to me? Ever since we got back, it's been nothing but one bad change after another. It's costing me things and the people I love. And luckily, thanks to the End of Ends remake, I have the list right here. According to what happened, he lost his favorite video store. It's going to happen. Netflix. His favorite candy store. I don't see how this is painful unless he has his favorite piece of candy. A park. What? And pizza joint. Look, I'm always sad when a pizza joint goes away too, but I know another one could bust up sooner or later. That's how life goes sometimes. We can't always control it. Thank you, Raven. You see, Beast Boy? You should listen to her. That doesn't mean all changes are bad. What makes you so sure? I used to be an evil demonic entity that had to keep all my emotions suppressed. Remember, I have it worse than you, little mister. I can't deal with change. Oh, boo-hoo. Everything's changing around me. I have to deal with an eternal demon for my father. All I have to do is just control my emotions. Controlling your emotions ain't that easy, beast dwarf. So get over it. You can take your little sob story and ram it up your ass. But better than what happens to mine. But of course, Raven didn't answer for a moment. Change can be good, and good can come from it. For everyone. It's just that we all have to accept, embrace who we are, and maybe be thankful for it. To him, he was starting to sound exactly like Terra said to him. You're T9, that's who you are. That's not me. I mean, not a hero, not out to see the world, just a girl with a geometry test next period. You see, I'm fully on her side, and I haven't studied. Raven gazed down, so you could tell he was thinking of her again. Did it have to be capitalized? An italicization would just be just as good. So he hated to see so downhearted. So he felt like telling him something important, but he slowly got up once he had the chance and began walking door to door. Things do change, Raven. But some things just can't change, and I know this. He left the room, and Raven kept her eyes until he was out of sight. She clutched her hand to his chest. I should have told him. Chapter 2. In Jump City, Beast Boy decided for a long, long walk, and searched for whatever little stuff he was feeling while singing a sad song to himself. And that song is... The End by The Doors. He used The End by The Doors. There's so much wrong with this. Number one, it makes me scared that Lincoln has probably actually seen Apocalypse Now. Which means I had to burn my copies of that movie because I don't want him touching anything I like. Also, to be fair, the idea of Mike watching Apocalypse Now is hilarious. 2. Talk about misunderstanding the point of the song. This is a song about Beast Boy singing sad and about being depressed about all the change in his life. The End is more about about the apocalypse and the end of all things, the world changing around us and forcing us to face our own demons, making us realize the ending has finally come for us. But it's not about a guy singing sad songs to himself. What's worse, the song kind of goes against Mike's whole philosophy about the whole entire song's not meant for entertainment, and a sad guy shouldn't sing a sad song, because this song isn't just about sad, it's meditative. It's concentrating. Then again, this guy also likes to use "This Is War" for a fight for evil song. As he walked along the streets while singing, he was saddened by the many changes he saw in the city. And yet now giant office complex that got rid of his favorite candy store. Ah, see, what did I tell you? The video store had closed down. A large board in front of it showed it was going to be made into a hardware store. Hardly of any use or joy to him. So says you! Model kits, baby! Okay. Let me point out the first two problems with this. Unless that candy store was the only company that could make his favorite fudge, I'm not seeing the problem here. There are probably about 1 billion other candy stores in the mall. Why is this one his favorite? I don't really have an emotional connection here because you're not telling me why it's his favorite. The video store that closed down is get a Netflix account. My God, watch Netflix, rent movies, boom, done. There were more changes he hadn't noticed. Oh God. The bowling alley was closed down to be converted to scrap metal dealers. Skate park was already demolished to make way for a new office high-rise. Even the broken-down music park by the piers had been scrapped and replaced with a warehouse for boat shipping. My God! Did this thing get hit with their assassin or what? Is this like the worst zoning area in existence? More and more, Beast Boy's usual favorite hang places were replaced by businesses of things that were not for him. And more, he looked like he was seeing fewer and fewer places to have fun. Drive to a new city. Have fun there. To add insult to injury as he walked along, hardly anyone seemed to look his way or welcome back to town after months of fighting the Brotherhood of Evil. Why? Nobody notices him. Why? Beast Boy has plenty of fans. Ain't nobody not going to notice him? Especially in the DCU? What is this, Marvel all of a sudden? It felt like he was invisible. Finally reaching the park, they remained untouched by changes. He sat down on a bench. I'm not the only one who's starting to feel familiar, right? I mean, I am helping somebody do I have read the original end of ends. I'm starting to feel a little odd here. Finally reaching the park bench, one of the few places untouched by changes. 4 kids running very long, all having Titans figurines. Who produced those? I'm an action figure! Skiki, skiki! I have Robin, he's cool. I have Starfire, he's cute. I have Cyborg, he rocks. I have Raven, she's magical. No! Not going to use the joke! No! Can't mix them! I have a rock. I swear, I am going to stop myself from using these type of meme jokes ever again! Kids all ran past Beast Boy, hardly noticing him. The fact that none of them had a Beast Boy figurine or even mentioned him. Could it be that there was only 4 of them and nobody else had a Beast Boy figure? And they just only bought them? Why would they mention you? Were they collectors? All he could do was head his hand down low, and while well to and throw. Can he tie him in a knot? He can tie him in the bow. Can he throw himself over his shoulder like a proper nickel shoulder? He's head down low. He stood by himself as the song finally ended. Only right then. Hey, Brat Boy! He looked up and saw 2 familiar girls. Tara's friends from school, Jackie, Chan, the redheaded, and Jillian, the black-haired girl. I want to say what it really says and say it's the black girl, but I don't know. How does that feel? How does that rank on the that'll get us kicked off of YouTube button?
Let's see. That looks like it's so ranks somewhere right about there between doing a rape joke, doing an entire rape scene.
Well, after my life as a teenage that life as a teenage robot chapter, I think we're okay.
What are you doing here?
I was just sitting. Is that a crime? Yes. I mean, if you're a bum.
Yeah. That's our Benz, so beat it!
Get lost, brat boy, sneered Jillian. He felt his presence starting to wane. I mean, his face is starting to wane. First, it's Beast Boy. Second, I was here first.
And this is a public bench.
I hate to bring out the clip again, but I gotta say it! Stop using ellipses! God! The girls only responded by pushing him off the bench to the ground. Nearby people saw it, just laughed at him, rather than scolded the mean girls. Again, why? Because it's Beast Boy! No, that doesn't even make sense. People don't do this in real life. People would actually respond to figuring out how cruel they are. If they don't, unless they were thinking it was a joke. Second of all, Beast Boy is a hero. People know him. People actually like him. Now you're just making shit up in order to prove your point. Now it's the epitome of, because the boss said so. Nothing would please him more than to string the girls up by the lamppost of her skirts. Not wanting to cause trouble between civilians, he decided to best just walk away. Look at the geek walk off, Jackie mocked. More like a chicken, added Jillian. She and her friend started to cluck and fly and tease him.
You little chicken, why are you flapping and clucking? You go back to home. The girls rose their lords and shocking. Easily a fender bender. Some of the people even laughed at them. Yeah, 'cause that was a good joke. I'm laughing. Small world after all, isn't it? With women the shrubs, a pair of shadowy eyes peered through the leaves, having seen everything, and began to figure, I may be able to use this to my advantage. He snickered softly, only to be interrupted by a rogue frisbee in the shrubs. Surely that was meant to be serious, but I know. Surely the man could have seen someone hiding in the shrubs, but there was no one there at all. Except a bunny! You guys don't see it, but there's a bunny over there. Looking at me. You don't like me. Horrified, Derek just getting an ekin. While his back was turned, someone wearing a long black cloak and hood snatched a corn dog and just disappeared. Fender turned to see the hot dog was gone. They couldn't understand it. That was meant to be serious, alright? As he saw I turned the corner, he bumped into someone else coming around the other way. Tara! The gazes into each other's eyes. Limpid pools of streams or whatever, and oh my god, I think I'm almost done with my rum. He looked away and quickly caught up. Couldn't resist being kind over his hand to help her up. And now the rum's gone! Thanks, Ellipses. Ellipses. As long as you're 20 miles down the street and you don't know me. You people think I'm gonna read the rest of this paragraph? You got another thing coming. She apologizes, and then she hears her friends walking by, and Dara feels sad. And I'm completely right with them. Beast Boy is a stalker. I don't think I'm too drunk to continue on with this chapter anymore. These were only 2 chapters, so give me a moment. Twilight, do you have the... Yep, 1 submarine spell coming up. Ping! Ugh. Alright. Well, now that fun little experiment was over, I could say, truthfully,
Yeah, this was actually worse than the Titans trailer, believe it or not. Okay, maybe you can't believe it, but I'll be honest. I may not like the Titans trailer from everything that I've seen. If mainly because it feels very, very much like they're going for darkness sake. That they're not approaching it from a mature point of view. Like they're only trying to make it overly dark just because they can. They're not going the way Marv Wolfman and George Perez treated darkness. And what's more, it feels like they're doing these changes and all of this just for what we want. But it could be that we're not seeing the whole picture. Even Jeff Johns pointed out, is backpedaling, saying we're not seeing the whole picture. And who knows? Maybe he's right. This, however, was made in earnest. There is no, we're not seeing the whole thing. There is no, we're not seeing the whole picture. This is the whole picture. This is the whole thing we're seeing. And everything we're seeing is right here. What's more, this whole entire fic is even more depressing somehow than that other one, than the Titans trailer. What's worse is that at least they're trying to be their own thing. They're trying to be their own reality. It may not be a reality that I like, but it's their own reality. This is trying to grab characters that actually have satisfying personalities and are trying to make them more depressed than they should be. Which makes this worse because it's trying to change characters that didn't need to be, while the Titans wants to be individual. Granted, it's not doing well in the fact that it's looking quite horrible, but hey, they're trying. This is not trying, because it's literally just taking the script from end of end and putting it here. So yeah, definitely worse. I might do something Cerberus related next week. One down, that's just where to go. See you guys next time. But anyway, how long do you think it's going to take before Mikey Wikey sends a comment down below telling me how much I suck as a person and I should go die in a fire? Any takers?